Hi guys, welcome back, and here we are with the fourth tutorial in my Jolly the Giraffe series. If you've not yet picked your kit up to have a go, nip across to the shop, the link's down below in the descriptions, and buy a kit and come back and join us and have some fun making a giraffe. This is what the kit makes. There we go, this is Jolly the Giraffe. He's lovely, isn't he? And so far we've done a head and a body. Okay, so starting to look a little bit like a giraffe, and as you notice we're doing it in pink and white, this one. So today we're going to do legs. Let's bring the pattern in and see what we've got to do. So using contrast colour, we're going to start at the foot. Okay, and we've got to do 6 single crochets into a magic circle. So using contrast, the white is my contrast, so we'll pop the pink out of the way. Start with the white. Now you should be getting quite good at these magic circles now. So wrap the wool around your pinky finger to give yourself some tension. Bring it twice over your second finger and index finger. Hook under the first loop. Back over the second and pull it through. There you go. They're quite easy once you get used to them, aren't they? So I'm going to do 6 single crochets into this magic circle, ready for the foot. Five, 6. Hold your work, pull your tail, and there you have it. Okay, insert your row marker. See, we can go a bit quicker now because you should be getting used to doing these little bits and bobs. And now row 2 of your pattern is increasing each stitch around to 12 stitches. Okay, so into that first V, 1 single crochet, into the same stitch, 2 single crochets, and that's your first increase, and do that all the way around. So if you started off with 6 single crochets and you do 2 into every one, you'll end up with 12. As with the head and the body. Can you see a pattern emerging here? They're all the same, the legs, the hands, the bodies, the heads. There we go. So you bring your loop forward, and that's row number 2 done. So row number 3, single crochet by 1 and increase, and as you can see that's in brackets, so you've got to do that 6 times. Whatever is in the brackets, you have to repeat it the number of times outside the bracket, so 6 times. So 1 single crochet, increase. And what we've basically done there is turned 2 stitches into 3. So we're still just going to increase by 6 stitches, which is standard for amigurumi really, to make a circle, because it just gradually gets bigger and bigger. If you did too many stitches into a circle, it'd start waving. Not that kind of wave, that kind of wave. There we go, there's number 5. Number 6. I think we'll have a row count, stitch count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and the row count is 1, 2, 3. So fourth row is rows 4 and 5. We're going to single crochet in each stitch around for 2 rows. Okay, so put your tail behind because it's in the front. There we go. I'm not going to fast forward these two because it's not going to take long. That one's split, look. If it splits, just go back to it and unsplit it. There we go, you see? Split's gone. These things happen in crocheting, do you know what I mean? We're not all perfect. Even I make mistakes, and you know, you're thinking, oh, you're a tutor, you know, you're doing these teaching. What? No, I make mistakes, and I learn a lot from other people who make videos. So there we go. So how are you doing? Are you enjoying doing this giraffe? I do hope so. There's going to be quite a few dollies and teddies and things in the series. It's going to be a monkey and a teddy bear and a long-eared rabbit and a pretty little dolly with a lovely hat on. So apart from the giraffe, that will be 5 different toys that you can practice on. And by the time you've done a couple, I should imagine that you're ready for intermediate type crocheting. And once I've done all these beginner kits, I shall then be moving on to more difficult kits, intermediate kits. So here we are, nearly at the end of row 2. Now you can see that this is quite a tight circle, and it's a tight circle for a reason, because it's a foot. So I'll just show you, look. See, it's going to be quite a tight little circle. Okay, yarn behind, and we'll see where we are now. So 4 and 5 single crochet in each stitch around, and now we're decreasing already. So you see, we're going to rattle through these little limbs. Single crochet by 4 and invisible decrease, and you do that 3 times. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Invisible decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4. Invisible decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4. Invisible decrease. So that's row 6 done. Row 7, single crochet in each stitch around. So you've got 15. You only decreased 3 stitches then. It's a very gradual decrease, is this one, for the leg. You'll see why. You don't want the foot to come flying in. You want it to be a gradual. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th row. Okay, row 8, single crochet by 3 and invisible decrease 3 times. So loops at the front, so where does it go? To the back. Single crochet by 3, 2, 3, invisible decrease, single crochet by 3, invisible decrease. Bring some wool up. Single crochet by 3, invisible decrease, and then bring your tail forward, row 9, single crochet all around. At the end of this row we'll get rid of that tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now then, we're going to turn the foot inside out and get rid of this tail. So do it the same way as you normally do. Now I've gone and got my old favourite doll's needle. As you can see, it's a lot longer. The eye's not so big, so I do struggle a bit more when I'm threading, but I can't handle these little ones. I really just cannot get on with them, especially when I'm doing my dolls and things. I gave one to my sister, one of these long ones, because she does a lot of knitting, and she said she nearly had her eye out, so she went back to her short ones. But I prefer the long ones. The only thing is that you've got to be, you know, using thick yarn like this, it's a bit more difficult to thread the yarn. So through this stitch, the first stitch, it's quite a tight one. Okay, so if I unravel it, I should be able to get it through. There we go. And as always, through, leave a loop, and put the tail through the loop, cut it off. There we go. So there we have a foot. And what we're going to do, we're going to change to the main colour yarn in the last stitch. Okay, and then cut the contrast yarn off and knot the ends together. So we'll bring our pink in. So we'll take back one stitch. And as before, you go into your last stitch and pick a loop up, and that's as far as you go with the old colour. And then you bring the new colour in, hold that tail nice and tight, bring the new colour in and finish your stitch with the new colour. Okay, and then lay it down and knot it 2 or 3 times. There we go. Remember to leave a good length tail. You don't want your bits of rope, your bits of wool poking out. Okay, there we go. So where are we up to now? So it says make sure the knot is on the inside of the work, stuff the foot and lightly stuff the leg as you go. And then this is row 10 to 28, so that's 19 rows of single crochet. So I'm just going to stuff a bit of stuff in into the foot like that. There we go. So you stuff it quite firmly. There you go. And then do your 19 rows. So you know what I'm going to say now, don't you? Take your loop to the back, single crochet into 12 stitches, and I'll see you when we've done. Okay, and there you have it. So we don't need this anymore now. Just check your row count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There we go. Now, make sure at this stage that you've got enough stuff in. And if you've already done your second leg, which I have, you check that they're both the same, because you don't want one fat leg and one thin leg. Okay, now that just needs a little bit more in the top there. A bit more than that, I think. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so let's see what the pattern says next. Slip stitch in next stitch, 1 chain fasten off, and then we're going to leave a 50 centimetre tail for sewing and then cut the yarn. So 1 slip stitch, can you remember how to do it? You go into the next stitch, you pick up your working yarn and you just pull it straight through that loop, and then we're going to do a 1 chain and pull the tail through, which is the 1 chain fasten off. Okay, and then we're going to lay the foot flat. We're going to get our bodkin and we're going to stitch the end with 3 slip stitches or whipping stitches. So take it through to the other side first, like that, so you've got a nice flat end then, and then we go through both loops of each stitch, both sides, and we do 1, 2, 3. There you are. So there are your legs finished. So what have we got now? We've got the body, and we've got the head, and we've got 2 legs. And the next tutorial, which will be number 5, will be the 2 arms. So thank you for coming. Hope you've enjoyed that. And if you've not bought the kit yet, why not? Go and buy one from the shop. The link is down below in the description box, and come and join us and have some fun. Learn how to crochet, and I'll see you another time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.